21 famous artworks by Leonardo da Vinci. Throughout Leonardo da Vinci's lifetime, he left behind countless masterpieces, and his artworks are still well preserved and rigorously protected to this day. Below are 21 outstanding contemporary art masterpieces that he bequeathed to the world. 1. Mona Lisa. Dimensions: 77 centimeters by 53 cm. The Mona Lisa is Leonardo da Vinci's most famous painting. He created it between 1503 and 1506. Some sources suggest it may have been continued until 1517. The painting, measuring 77 centimeters by 53 centimeters, was done on a wooden panel from the poplar tree. It was created during his time in Florence and is currently displayed at the Louvre Museum in Paris. 2. The Last Supper Cenacolo. Dimensions: 4.6 meters x 8.8 meters. The Last Supper, or Cenacolo in Italian, was painted by Leonardo da Vinci between 1495 and 1498. This iconic fresco depicts the dining room of the Santa Maria del Grazie Monastery in Milan. It is a famous artwork that has sparked numerous debates and mysteries that continue to be explored by art historians and archaeologists. 3. Virgin of the Rocks. Dimensions: 1.99 meters x 1.22 meters. The Virgin of the Rocks was created by Leonardo da Vinci between 1483 and 1485. This painting is often referred to as the Madonna of the Rocks, depicting the Virgin Mary in a rocky grotto. In 1483, Da Vinci was commissioned to paint the Madonna of the Rocks by the Confraternity of the Immaculate Conception in Milan, a religious organization dedicated to honoring the Virgin Mary. 4. The Vitruvian Man. Dimensions: 35 centimeters by 26 cm. The Vitruvian Man is a famous drawing by Leonardo da Vinci, created around 1490. It is considered one of the finest examples of the perfect human form. 5. Lady with an Ermine. Dimensions: 54 centimeters 39 cm. Lady with an Ermine is a portrait of Cecilia Golorani, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, 1489 to 1490. It is not a typical portrait of Cecilia as a bride, but rather as a secret lover of Ludovico. Sforza. 6. The Adoration of the Magi. Dimensions: 246 centimeters by 243 cm. The Adoration of the Magi was painted around 1481. This painting was commissioned by the monks in Florence, and Leonardo da Vinci left it unfinished when he departed from Milan a year later. The painting depicts the scene of the Virgin Mary with children, the three wise men, and features a self-portrait of a young Leonardo da Vinci. 7. St. John the Baptist. Dimensions: 69 centimeters by 57 cm. St. John the Baptist is an oil painting from the Renaissance period, created by Leonardo da Vinci between 1513 and 1516. It is considered one of his final works and is currently displayed at the Louvre in Paris, France. 8. The Virgin and Child with Sainte Anne. Dimensions: 168 centimeters 112 cm. The Virgin and Child with Sainte Anne is an oil painting from around 1503 by Leonardo da Vinci, depicting Sainte Anne, the daughter of Sainte Anne the Virgin Mary, and the infant Jesus. Jesus is shown wrestling with a lamb, symbolizing his own future sacrifice. 9. The Battle of Anghiari. Dimensions: the exact size of the painting remains unknown. The Battle of Anghiari was painted by Leonardo da Vinci around 1505, but is currently considered a lost work. This painting, also known as the Battle of Anghiari, depicted a scene of four men on horseback engaged in a struggle for leadership, 1440. 10. Portrait of Ginevra Benci. Dimensions: 38.1 centimeters, 37 cm. Portrait of Ginevra Benci was painted around 1474. The painting, done in Florence, may have been commissioned to commemorate her marriage at the age of 16 to Luigi di Bernardo Niccolini. 11. The Baptism of Christ. Dimensions: 177 centimeters by 151 cm. The Baptism of Christ is a collaborative work by Leonardo da Vinci and the wood sculptor Andrea del Verrocchio, created between 1472 and 1475. The painting depicts the baptism of Jesus by John the Baptist, with two angels appearing on the left side. 12. Madonna of the Yarmwinder. Dimensions: 48.3 centimeters times 36.9 centimeters. Madonna of the Yarmwinder was created between 1499 and 1507. This artwork portrays the Virgin Mary holding the infant Jesus and gazing at a yarn window, symbolizing the gathering of threads for weaving. 13. La Belle Ferronnière. Dimensions: 60 centimeters 44 cm. La Belle Ferronnière was painted between 1490 and 1496. The identity of the woman in the painting remains uncertain, but there are rumors that she may have been the mistress of Francis I, making it a romantic portrait. 14. Portrait of a man in red chalk. Dimensions: 33 centimeters by 20 cm. Portrait of a Man in Red Chalk is a self-portrait by Leonardo da Vinci, created around 1510 when he was about 60 years old. With a long beard, it is a unique masterpiece drawn in red chalk on paper. 15. Madonna of the Carnation. Dimensions: 60 cm. Madonna of the Carnation, also known as Madonna with Vase or Madonna with Child, was painted between 1478 and 1480. This painting depicts Mary in luxurious attire, cradling the infant Jesus in her lap. 16. Madonna Benoit. Dimensions: 49.5 centimeters, 33 centimeters. Madonna Benoit 1478. Madonna Benoit, also known as the Benoit Madonna, was painted around 1478. This is one of Leonardo's early works done in collaboration with his master Verrocchio, and it's considered one of his favorites. It is one of two Madonnas by Leonardo, with the other one being named Madonna of the Carnation. 17. Salvator Mundi 29. Dimensions: 65.6 times 45.4 centimeters. Salvator Mundi. The Salvator Mundi, also known as Salvator Mundi, is a painting of Christ that was created between 1490 and 1513. It was presented to Louis XII of France in 1506, and Leonardo completed the work in 1513. The image of Christ blessing the world is a common theme in French and Flemish art. 18. Head of a woman. Dimensions: 25 centimeters by 21 cm. Head of a woman, also known as La Scarpigliata, is an oil painting on wood. The exact date of its completion is still unknown. Art historians have dated the work based on its similarity to other works by Leonardo da Vinci and believe it was created around 1500. La Scarpigliata translates to disheveled head, which may be a more fitting description than the English title. The wildness of the disheveled hair contrasts with the beautiful face surrounding it. It is suggested that da Vinci portrayed the woman in this way to represent a woman who is naturally beautiful, but also possesses an untamed wildness. Ultimately, the woman cannot be confined solely by her beauty. Some scholars believe this may be da Vinci's prediction of the changing role of women in society. This could be a study of a model's face, reflecting da Vinci's interest in anatomical studies, or it may be a preliminary sketch for how he planned to paint the Madonna, the Virgin and Child with St. Anne and St. John the Baptist. Dimensions: 1.42 meters x 1.05 meters. The Virgin and Child with St. Anne and St. John the Baptist, also known as the Virgin and Child with St. Anne, was painted around 1499 to 1500. The angle of the lamb's head and the tangles of wool on the lamb's head mirror too. Continuing the theme of connection, Leonardo positioned the two sets of arms like links in a chain. At the top of the chain is St. Anne, slightly separated in composition by the outline of the Virgin's shoulder, her gaze passing through and using darker skin tones on her face. Behind them are sturdy earthly trees, while the mountains and the lake appear to be heavenly. 20. La Bella Principessa. La Bella Principessa, also known as the Beautiful Princess, was created around 1495 to 1496 and is sometimes considered a second Mona Lisa as it predates the famous painting. This is a portrait of a young girl in late 15th century attire, with her auburn hair cascading down on either side. Dimensions: 33 by 23.9 centimeters. 21. Portrait of a musician. Dimensions: 45 centimeters by 30 cm. Portrait of a musician. 27. Portrait of a musician was painted around 1490, and the man in the painting is believed to be Franchino Gafforio. While some believe it's a portrait of Gafforio, others think the man is anonymous. These paintings by Leonardo da Vinci are now carefully preserved and passed down to future generations. They are masterpieces that the world-renowned artist painted to provide a broader perspective on contemporary art.